The European Consumer Payment Report, or the ECPR, is offering us a snapshot into financial well-being of households, their payment decisions, and expectations in current economic environment. One of the most encouraging findings from this year's report is that confidence and financial stability is returning. Over the last year, 74% of our respondents indicated that they were able to pay all their bills on time, which is the highest share that we have seen since 2019. While this is definitely a positive development, before we get overly optimistic, there are also still clear signs that some households continue to struggle. While many are not able to manage their payments, it often comes with difficult sacrifices. Despite easing inflation, still elevated price levels, high borrowing costs, and fluctuating energy bills means that households are forced to make difficult spending decisions, which means that in the end, they are living on less than they did before. Some are also still forced to rely on credit to make ends meet. Our study shows that 37% still rely on credit cards and short-term loans to manage their expenses, which is a clear indicator of struggles that some households face. In fact, almost 4 out of 10 said that they would need to borrow if they were hit with unexpected expense of just 200 euros. This year's report also found interesting cross-country differences. It seems that Southern European markets are leading when it comes to timely payments. 89% of consumers in Spain and 85% in Portugal stated that they managed to pay all their bills on time over the last year. Meanwhile, countries in the Nordics, in particular in Norway, Denmark, and Finland, rank much lower. And this is likely due to the fact that in Scandinavia, high household debt-to-income ratios, driven mainly by mortgages and flexible interest rates, means that incomes are often stretched, and households are much more exposed to financial shocks. So why are people paying their bills late? Our data shows that consumers today now often have the means to pay on time, either thanks to improving macroeconomy like falling inflation, careful budgeting, or even short-term borrowing. In fact, they have more discretion when it comes to timing their payments than they had for years. Over the last 5 years, the main reason for missing a payment was due to the lack of funds. In 2024, it is simply because they forgot to pay. In fact, the share of people whom indicated that they missed a payment due to the lack of money has fallen from 43% in 2023 to just 29% this year. For consumer-facing businesses, there is a key finding. Seemingly minor inconveniences can have a major impact when it comes to timely payments. In fact, over half of the consumers we surveyed, 57%, indicated that they might delay a payment if they received a paper invoice in mail, even if they had the funds to pay. Additionally, intuitive digital platform is critical. 70% of our respondents stated that they might be discouraged from paying on time when faced with overly complex online payment system. Clear and respectful communication is key, with 8 out of 10 consumers stating that they might be reluctant to pay on time when faced with aggressive or an abrupt request for payment. Similarly, 77% indicated that minor errors, such as misspelled name, make them hesitant to pay on time. Another interesting finding from this year's report is the significant impact social media has on consumer payment behavior, especially among young adults. Social media platforms and e-commerce had made impulse purchases easier than ever. In fact, 40% of our respondents admitted that they made a purchase after seeing an item advertised online. And this share rises to 51% among the youngest consumers. And it's not just impulse buying. In fact, 39% of respondents indicated that the ease of online payment is making them spend beyond their means. And again, that share rises to more than half among the young adults. This is damaging not only to consumers themselves, but also to the businesses that they buy from and the broader economy, creating a vicious cycle of overspending and debt. The rise of AI is reshaping how consumers interact with financial services. In fact, AI solutions are increasingly used in financial services in areas such as preventing fraud, analyzing payment behavior of consumers, and making credit decisions. In difficult situations such as negotiating late payments, AI offers neutral and non-judgmental experience. Additionally, for many consumers, especially those managing debt, AI's neutrality removes the stigma often associated with difficult financial discussions, allowing them to address their needs without embarrassment. In fact, 25% of our respondents indicated that they would feel less judged when faced with an AI solution rather than a human agent. Almost half, 48%, stated that they would be comfortable, as long as the process was smooth and secure, regardless of whether AI was used or not. However, privacy concerns still remain. Although AI can remove human bias, many still worry about data security, and also lack of empathy that a human might provide in sensitive financial situations. For more insights about consumer payment behavior in current economic conditions, download our report today.